Yeah, please send me some stars tonight so I can buy me some food. Pineapple is high. Pineapple is expensive. Pineapple and beets are my new favorite foods. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Eha. That's all I got tonight. Come on in the room. Hey, Keisha, how you doing, honey? I definitely ain't gonna stay on here a whole long time tonight because I ain't got that kind of energy, and this is not the most comfortable position to be doing a live. Hello, how are you, Miss Joy West? I'm just gonna give it just a couple minutes. Today was a really, really good evening. Just over the course of since this morning, I woke up not feeling the greatest, but over the course of the day, I feel so much better, and I'm so grateful. I just gotta say, y'all, when I tell you, I felt because I used to be scared. I used to tell everybody, I ain't finna ask nobody on Facebook. I ain't finna go on Facebook and say nothing about pray for me. But honey, when I tell you, I know that every person that said they were, it was sincere. I truly feel loved, and I just want to tell you how much I appreciate it and how much your prayers really did get me through the past 10 days. So thank you for praying for your girl. Hey Latoria, how are you? Hey Jennifer. Again, I just wanted to, I'm always going to try to I just want to be truthful and honest with everybody about the experience. Now, let me go ahead and say it, because I am a medical provider, but I'm not here tonight to give you any type of medical or psychiatric advice. If that's what you're looking for, you came to the wrong place. But what I am going to give you is my personal recounts of my experience over the past 10 days. What's my recovery time? Long. So 3 weeks, because it's like it goes in stages. So your first part of recovery is going to be the first 3 weeks. The first 3 weeks you have to wear what they call a stage 1 garment, and you got to wear, hey Mercedes, you got to wear boards, and you got to wear foams, and still a lot of swelling. So it's different stages, and then from that first 3 weeks you go into 3 months, and then from that 3 months you go into 6 months. And for me, it's actually, and I've always known it's a 2-part process, with at least 6 months between. So what I got this time was LIPO 360, which is where they go in and do liposuction and kind of suck the fat out around the circumference of your trunk. Hey Adrian, hey Tawana. And then in 6 months, I go back, and that's when I have an actual tummy tuck, because I've always been very honest. In my youth, at my smallest, after I had my first child, I lost weight, and I was, I lived with anorexia for a little while. I was under 100 pounds, and I stayed that way for a long time. But over the years, hey Bobby, over the years with just a lot of, yo-yo dieting, binge eating, going up and down and up and down and up and down. I know that at my highest, I've been close to 250 pounds, which is what I was, 244 before I started losing weight this time. So it takes a toll. It takes a toll on your body. So I would tell anybody, feel better. I helped my bonus mom when she had this. I would tell anybody, take care. One of the few regrets that I have in life is not taking care of my body, because skin elasticity is a real thing. Like, I would have wanted to get more, and I thought I had actually already paid to have more areas done this first time, round 1, than And that's what I like you telling. It's not, yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I wanted to have my arms done. I paid for that. I wanted to have my underarms done. I paid for that, you know. And when I got there, my surgeon, his name is Dr. Georges at Mia in Miami. Mad love and mad respect to this man. He, my dear, did not sugarcoat anything. You know, I went in there. You know, I've been looking at booties for about 2 years now. If you got a booty and it's nice, whatever. I've been looking at your booty too. Regina, I've been checking out your booty. I probably got an inspiration picture of every one of y'all booties in my telephone. So, you know, I walked in the office that day and I showed him my inspiration picture. Girl, he looked at that picture and said, let me be honest with you. I'm not a miracle worker. And I'm like, well, damn, you know, could you be a little more sensitive? But he didn't say it harshly. You know, he was straight up and honest. That's not your body shape. And so you would think that you go and you find these pictures, right? And whatever picture you find, you're just going to walk in there and that's what you're going to leave with. And that's probably what happens to a lot of females that come home and they're not satisfied with what they have, or, you know, we who shouldn't have an opinion, but we always do. And so we have some, because they don't match. You know, you're going with these pictures because these bodies look nice. They look good, and you would like to have that. We all want something that doesn't belong to us at some point, right? And so he was just very honest in telling me, this is not your body frame. I can't give you this. And so I was like, well, okay, well, what can you do? And he says, I'm going to give you something that looks very nice on you. I said, okay, well, don't make it too big. You know, I want it to look natural. He said, trust me. And I did. I trusted him. And I'm glad. Listen, and I'm like, okay, so, because, you know, you read posts, you have all these different groups, and I would read of people who got, hey, Alicia, who had paid money and didn't get their refunds back. I got my refund back for the extra areas that I paid for before I left. I didn't even want my money back. I was like, don't send me my money back. Just credit it for when I come back for round 2. And he was like, no, I'm going to send you your money back because, you know, after this, you might like your results and you might not feel like you even need to come back. So put that money to the side. And if you decide to come back for round 2, I'm here. So you've had it. I'm a G. Yes, LaShandra, I have. So Dr. Georges at Mia Aesthetics in Miami. Definitely my guy. I do believe I am going back to get round 2 like I'm supposed to in 6 months. And he will definitely be who I go back to because he was honest with me, number one. He told me, you know, what he could do, what he couldn't do. And then let me talk about my friends. Let me talk about my people who I did not listen to, because at the end of the day, I just had a major surgery. All right. The butt part is the most dangerous part and actually the least painful. As long as I don't accidentally, because, you know, sometimes you forget and I might accidentally lean my butt against something because I can't sit down. I can't sit down on my butt. Shouldn't be leaning up against anything. And if you accidentally just do, baby, it feels like some hot pins and needles. Like, it is the worst feeling. So you don't really feel it though while you're leaning on it. Well, for me, because it's never long. So I might like lean against the bed for a minute, like the edge of the mattress, and I don't really notice it. And then somebody says something and I pop up. Baby, it's the pop up part is when you feel why you ain't supposed to be on your behind for a long time. For like 3 months, they don't want you to sit. So how did I get back home on the airplane? Y'all know I'm all over the place. They have what's called a BBL pillow. And I wish I had it in here, but I don't. It's a rectangle and it's got like these little curves, like indentions for your legs. And so I was my flight, you know, was only 1 hour and 30 minutes from Pensacola, straight through from Miami. So that wasn't bad, and they were very nice. I was in first class right there at the front row. So when I needed to get up, I could like exercise right there in my spot and then sit back down on my BBL pillow. and buckle up and enjoy the rest of the ride. But let me tell you about my complications. Back to my some very good friends of mine who kind of coached me along the way. Shanavia being one of them, who is still my nurse. She comes over and gives me, they're called lymphatic massages, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So the one thing that especially Table would say to me all the time was, I need you to understand that you're about to have major surgery. And I have another good friend who I'm not going to mention. She knows who she is. She's been my rock as well. And y'all know I partied hard for Mardi Gras. I did. I had a damn good Mardi Gras. Not the greatest idea to do it. If you are a Mardi Gras person and you go out and you know you like to enjoy a good drink, they do tell you to stop drinking. Some places, some people say 2 weeks, some people say 4 weeks. Even from my own doctor, I've read different. Thank you, Delia. Is it Delia or Delia? Even from, in his literature, some places I saw 2 weeks, some were 4. So the bottom line is, you want to walk into surgery, and these were their exact words, and I ain't gonna tell you I listen. You want to walk into surgery your healthiest self. You want to walk into surgery overhydrated, and you want to stay hydrated the whole time. Okay? It is nothing to play with. Now, I told you that, like, the butt part, the transfer, not a problem. It's the most dangerous, yes. And why it's the most dangerous? According to Dr. Georges, it's the most dangerous because people want butts that they can't have. And then people take cannulas and they have to move these cannulas in all these different directions trying to get to where they naturally can't get. Like, I wanted hips. I didn't tell you that. I told you I've always wanted some really, really thick hips. And so I showed him a picture of this girl with these banging hips. And he said, I can't give you those hips. And he said he couldn't give me those hips because my skin was too tight for me to have hips. Like, he couldn't inject the way he needed to in those areas. And so I had to accept the fact. He says, but I'll do what I can, and you're gonna like it. So I didn't get my big banging hips that I wanted, but he did give me some. He gave me what he could, and I can tell, because y'all know me, I am straight up and down, period. So the hips that in my, because I lost 80 pounds. Now for my stomach sake, I could have lost at least another 20 pounds. But I did not want to lose any more weight because my legs were getting so small. And I did not like it. I wanted to keep my thighs, the rest of the legs that I have. So I stopped there. So anyway, hips. I didn't get the hips that I wanted, but I did get some. He filled them back out, where I lost it. I listen. I am in love with my thighs. Oh my gosh. So I'm all over the place. All right. So I told you about the butt. I told you I didn't get to get my hips. The liposuction. Liposuction is, I can't lie to you. They gave me 12 Norco. 12 Norco. Lord tab is what we used to call them. I think I took 4. And I never took, you see, I got one fingernail. You got to go with one fingernail with no polish on it, because they need that fingernail for your post-op so they can make sure you got good oxygen level. They're going to stress that. I was sitting in the car that morning, no matter how many times Portia told me, don't put nothing on that now. I was like, I'm just going to take the acrylic off and put me on some gel. Then I had to go to Walmart and get some real acetone. The morning before surgery, I'm sitting in the parking lot soaking off that fingernail. Do what they tell you to do, because they don't play. They don't play. If you go to a good doctor, your safety is their primary concern, and that's the kind of doctor that's what it should be, and that's the kind of surgeon that I have. So yeah, do what they tell you to do. Hey Ava, pretty lady. So results. Okay, no, I'm skipping over again. LIPO. What's painful about the LIPO? Because mind you, like, I walked to the table. The most painful part of the surgery was the anesthesia. Oh my gosh, that girl found the littlest vein she could find and she used it, and it set my hand on fire. So that was the most painful part of the surgery part, was the anesthesia. But by the time it stopped burning, I was asleep. And when I woke up, they were saying, "Miss Reed, your family's here." And they helped me get off the table. And I walked. I think I just walked. I'm trying to remember now, because I either just walked to the wheelchair and sat in the wheelchair, or I walked all the way to the truck. We rented an SUV, and Shemaya, they had towels and pads laying in the back and a pillow, so I laid in the back of the SUV. But I remember, even if I was wheeled from the OR, it was only to the door, but I walked from that door to the truck to get in the truck. And then I walked in the house. When we got back, we had an Airbnb. I walked back in there. It's not a painful surgery. You'd be surprised, you'd be shocked. However, the massages, baby, you have to have what's called a lymphatic drainage massage. Baby, the massages are no joke. That's where your pain comes from. And so for 7, I meant to bring the other stuff. I was there for 8 days, and day 2, the post-op day 1, is when you have your first massage, and I had one every day until I left. Even the morning of my flight, I had one, and then every other day. Hey, Shakita. When I got home, Shaknavia will come over to the house and give me my massages here. They're expensive. So when if it's surgery or something that you're planning, don't just look at what the surgery costs are. Really sit down with somebody to talk about what else is involved in it, because it's expensive. It's expensive. The aftercare is very expensive. Honey, just like when I got there, I flew, right? I had first class there and back. Airbnb, I had to pay somebody to come over to the house and do massages while I was there. I got to pay here. Now, there are what's called recovery houses. If you choose to go that route, just make sure you get a reputable house, somebody that's safe, because a lot of trafficking goes on in Miami as well. That's why, like, when Shemaya got there, she had to make sure I had to give her information. She had to show her driver's license to be able to pick me up and say she was staying with me, for at least the whole first 24 hours. So they take all of that very seriously. Pain. What else did I do for the pain massages? Whitney, I can't even think of Whitney's name right now, but she owns a store. Again, I am not here to give you any type of medical advice, but I am telling you what I use for pain before those massages. I would take my 1 Norco, 5 milligrams, and Arnica tea, Arnica, Arnica tea. I would drink that before my massage. And then Whitney owns a store called Canabama. And so when I had my gallbladder surgery, she had given me some liquid Delta 9 for pain then. And I noticed back then that it helped me a whole lot better than the Norco did. And it lasted a lot longer than the Norco did. So listen, don't let nobody lie to you and tell you that cannabis does not help pain and marijuana does not help pain and Delta 9 does not, because it does. It does. It simply does. What I had was totally legal. I bought it. You buy it right here at how can I help you? Or Canabama. I think it's How Can I Help You is the name of her store now, but it's right here in Daphne. But she has some really good products in there, and they really help with pain. The problem is you can't get dehydrated when you take any of it. And so let me talk to you about the complications. Because I told you it was not very painful at all. Hey, Regina. Hey, Arlene. I told you it was not very painful. However, I also told you that I had some complications. Well, I told you that it was Mardi Gras. My body was definitely not as rested as it should have been, and I did not stop drinking when I should have stopped drinking. Did I drink a lot? No, not at all. Not at all. In that last 2 weeks, I maybe had 3 drinks that last 3 weeks at those Mardi Gras balls. So that's transparency. That's honesty. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want your body to be, like I said, in the best shape that it can be. Here's what happened. Here is where my complications come in. I tell you all the time that when before I lost weight, my blood pressure was through the roof. I was 180s, 190s, and I fought hypertension. And then I lost 80 pounds, and then I started fighting hypotension. My blood pressure already typically runs about 112, 114 all the time, right? If I get frustrated or aggravated, though, through the roof, it'll go. If I eat a lot of sodium, a lot of fast food, through the roof, it'll go. Well, you also know I had gallbladder surgery. I associate food with pain, right? When I was in my 20s, I was in a hospital and they gave me some eggs that had sugar in it, and it was called egg custard. I'm sick. You give me this stuff. I hate the smell of it. And I didn't eat eggs for like 2 years after that because it made me remind me of being in a hospital and having that egg custard. Fast forward, y'all know I had my gallbladder out, right? Y'all know the kind of pain. Well, if you follow me, you know I was in like pain for months because they put off my gallbladder surgery. So anything that I remember that made me sick when I had gallbladder problems, which was red meat, I still can't eat a lot of. Rarely do I eat red meat. Well, those are things that you need. You need protein, and you need protein, and red meat helps with red blood cell production as well. So what Dr. Georgia said to me at my pre-op appointment, he says, you want to know what most females go to the ER for? And the first thing I said was blood clots. He said, actually, no, I've never had a patient with a blood clot. As long as you do what I tell you to do and don't lay in the bed. Get up and walk around. I'm not that worried about the blood clots. And I said, okay, well, what is it? And he said, dehydration. I'm like, oh, shit. Like I was dehydrated when I walked in the door. So here I go trying to hydrate myself the night before. And something about, I don't know, like I go through these phases where all I want is water, water, water. But something about somebody telling me I need to drink it makes me not want it. My friend that I'm telling you about, who was kind of my BBL coach with Trish, you drinking water? Trish, make sure you drinking like a gallon of water a day. I'm not finna drink I'm not drinking all that water. You know what I should have did? I should have drank the water. So we get back to the house and I'm still draining. You drain a lot of fluid. My hands are a lot better now. This is great. This is great because my hands were so big. Because your body does what's called like third spacing. So like you get a lot of fluid, but it's that fluid that you see. Like, when your relatives have high blood pressure, the older people, and they have swollen hands, swollen feet. So that's what, I was looking. My eyes, my face, everything was just big. Like, my nose looked like I was pregnant. It was, spread out. All that was fluid. But yet I'm dehydrated. So how did I got all this fluid in my body, but I'm still dehydrated? And, I showed you the pads. Those pads that y'all saw were nothing. I would have, they give you, you buy maxi pads, Kotex, like you use for your mintsies. And you put those inside of your faja. Your faja is, I forgot I ain't having no bra. I'll show you how to faja later. So you stick these pads inside your faja, your garment, so that when you drain, that'll catch it. Well, I was going through, I'm soaking through these pads, right? And I'm waking up and my pads on the bed, they got blood all over them. So you drain it. Your blood is draining right, because they don't put drain. So your blood is draining right back out. And your lymphatic drainage or serous fluid, all of this is draining right back out your body. So the doctor told me to drink a bottle of water every hour, right? So I'm already dehydrated before I get there. I already ain't really into drinking water. And now I'm losing all of this blood. And I walked in the door the morning of surgery with a blood pressure that was already 114 over 164, I think. Man, when I tell you, I appreciate every one of your prayers. I really mean it. Because the lowest my blood pressure got was 77 over 42. Baby, you can't do nothing with no blood pressure. 77 over 42. I don't know if anybody out there has ever experienced hypertension or dehydration or hypovolemia. But it's like you stand up, right? And it's like you can feel the blood just leave your brain and go down to your feet. You can feel it, and it's the scariest thing. And so as a nurse, I know I need to lay down. If you in the hospital and your blood drops, we're going to lay you down and we're going to put your feet up. But now I can't lay on my back. I got to lay on my stomach, right? So now I'm laying on my stomach, and Shamaya, she's putting the pillow under my feet so my legs are above my heart. And that would bring my blood pressure up to about 90. That's it. 90. Like 90 over 50 something. And that's the way I stayed for probably 4 or 5 days. It was very scary. I also had my surgery on a Friday. Do not, if you have surgery, do not have surgery on a Friday. Why? Because the doctor's office is closed. And then you got to be trying to find the number for the after hours and praying they're going to answer. And sometimes they don't. And now you got to try to figure out, should I go to the ER or should I not? And if you go to the ER, you're laying on your ass, okay? You ain't going in the ER and saying, I just had a BBL and the doctor said, don't lay on my butt. And I got to protect this investment. They are going to be worried about getting your blood pressure or whatever's going wrong with you up. So I think that's one of the reasons why people don't go to the ER. Now, had I not been a nurse and I not had Shamaya, I would have needed to go to the ER. But I knew, like we knew what to do to monitor me, and that's what we did. We made sure we had a blood pressure cuff. Stayed in the bed. I got Tabu that's fussing and texting. And at one time he texted and I threw the phone, and Shamaya picked it up and she texted him back. He don't even know it was her that was talking and not me, because he get up and walk, because he wants the best for me. The last thing you want to do is lay in the bed. So now I'm aggravated about that. Like, I'm supposed to be up walking. I'm supposed to be up walking to get this fluid going. And I'm supposed to be up walking so I don't get a blood clot. But I can't get up and walk because I can't stand up because I'm so dizzy and I'm so weak. And I ain't got no red blood cells and I can't breathe. And so you just chasing. And then you got to get these massages, because if you keep the fluid on you, that's bad too. So I got to get the massages to get the fluid off. So she's massaging and I'm drinking water at the same time. So it's like she's rubbing, drink some water. Here's Shamaya with the straw holding it up. I'm drinking water. She massaging, I'm drinking water. Trying to replace and replenish. Because that's what she's doing. I don't know if you look it up, like Google lymphatic massage post-op. They are pushing more fluid and blood out of you. So I'm sitting here looking at all of this blood and fluid come out of me, out of my body, when I already don't even really have nothing to give you. Yes, Trina. And the day before, the day I was leaving, she said that she knew somebody who did traveling mobile IV services. I would have paid it. She was like, well, I didn't know if you wanted to spend no money. I'm like, baby, I would have spent my last on an IV that day. So definitely, and I'm telling you, do your due diligence, get all that information and have it there with you ahead of time. It doesn't matter if you need it or not. A lot of people ain't gonna need it, but just in case you do, you already got access to it. You ain't gotta worry about trying to find nobody to do it. And there you go. I drank a lot of liquid IV, which are, liquid IV. Liquid IV, I drank so much of it. That and the vitamin water IV or something like that you can use as well. The thing about those is they have a lot of sodium in them, right? Which is another reason probably why the swelling wasn't going down because I'm drinking so many of them trying to replenish myself, and they're full of sodium. So now, I'm still third spacing because over the past few days, I've laid off of them and just drinking plain water, and the swelling has gone down tremendously just by eliminating some of that sodium. Yeah, that like Gatorades are full of sodium. Powerades usually have less sodium. If you ever like drink them, you'll notice that they kind of taste salty. Hey, my sugar prayers. Oh, hey, Brittany. Pedialyte. A lot of people will do Pedialyte as well, Susie. So, don't let my phone start tripping. I hope it doesn't go off. But anyway, yes, those are all good ideas for anybody out there. So make sure you go to the store. And we had all that stuff at the house. We were prepared just in case. So we had the liquid IV. I took that with me. And also plain water too. You can't drink a lot of water too fast. So when he said drink a bottle of water every hour, that's what he meant. You can't go in there and try to drink a gallon of water at one time, because now you running into a whole nother problem. Like, you can die of drinking too much water at one time. It's called water intoxication. So yeah, you can't drink too much either. And that's when the Gatorades and those Powerades and those things kind of come in handy more so than drinking plain water. And so that's why I was drinking those instead of the plain water. But now that I can be back to plain water, I'm glad, because it is helping the swelling go down a lot. All right, so that's it. That's that part. I hope I've helped somebody there. Would I go back and do it again? Absolutely, I would. I don't have no regrets. Well, I do regret not listening to my friends. Hey Trish, glad to see you. Don't be doing too much. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, Tracy. Thank you for checking on me so much too, sis. But y'all know my train of thought gets off real quickly. But I wish I had listened like my friends told me to, and kind of chilled out and rested more and stayed hydrated and not even snuck an extra cocktail when I wasn't supposed to at any point. So I would have went into surgery more healthy. That's the best advice that I can give you right there. And take everything you need. Do your research on your physician. Yes, look for your inspiration pictures, but make sure that you go to a surgeon who's going to tell you, yeah, I can do that, or yeah, no, it's not going to look like that. Again, I told you I put my body through a lot of changes over the years with the yo-yo diet, and stop that. That's the best advice I gave right now. That's medical advice that I ain't supposed to be giving. I don't care. That's love advice. Stop it. You have no idea of the changes you are putting your body through, going up and down like that. And that yo-yo dieting is so bad for you. What y'all saw, I'm blessed in that I love to look good. I watched my mom wear girdles her entire life. I don't have no problem wearing a waist trainer. I don't have no problem wearing shapewear. I don't. And so, yes, I did. Like, I was able to look good in my clothes, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a woman. And so when I took off all that shapewear, I wasn't happy with myself. And listen, I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner, right? I do a little psychotherapy too. And I got a podcast, and, I love to empower women, and I could not keep looking at myself and not being happy with myself and still going out here and telling women that you need to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love every part about you. I wasn't lying to myself no more, and I wasn't lying to y'all no more and telling you that I loved every part. I hated my stomach. I hated it. I hated that I didn't have any hips anymore, I hated, people would say all the time, what you talking about, Jill? You got a nice size butt. Yeah, I did, with shapewear. Girl, you better go buy you some pads and plump that thing right on up if you want to with some pads. I got tired of wearing pads. It's like you would go, like if I go on vacation, right? So you go on vacation, I packed all these little booty pads and my booty looking nice and cute and my dress. Okay, but now it's time to go to the beach, right? So you're gonna wear pads to the beach? You can't wear pads to the beach. And so now, it affected my confidence again. Whatever you gotta do to help you with your own confidence, do that. It doesn't bother everybody, but I refuse to continue lying to people and telling them that it didn't bother me. And I refuse to continue telling people that they should lie and say that it doesn't bother them. So, I stopped with the telling people to look in the mirror and tell myself, I love my eyes. I love my nose. You know what? Maybe you don't. Maybe I just accept it. It's okay to admit, I accept the nose that I have because I can't change it and it's mine. So I accept it. But it's also okay to be honest with yourself and you say, you know what? I would not mind. I accept my nose, but I wouldn't mind if it was a little more slender. It is what it is. If that's what you like, that's what you like. And so that is me. I'm not speaking on behalf of any other provider, any other therapist, anybody. I'm telling you about me and how I felt about me and my confidence. And I did what I needed to do with my money to help my confidence. Now, after all of that, they tell you before surgery, it takes 6 months, I told y'all, for complete healing, right? Please listen to them. Please listen to them. Believe them when they tell you that when you take off your faja for the first time, these girls on TikTok, some of them have what they call skinny BBLs. So they're already little as it is, and they just go and they get their butts done, right? All of them don't have to have, or some of them actually gain weight. Some people gain weight to be able to have a BBL. So fast forward now, right? Getting enough energy, we got to take this faja off for the first time and take a shower. Man, come on, connection. My slow connection. Y'all can hear me? All right. So I take my faja off, and Shamaya is there, and Kristen is there, and Zella is who did my massages in Miami. I have that contact information if you need it for your post-op massages. So she's there, and before I'm getting ready to take it off, and they're already encouraging me, right? They're already starting to encourage me, especially Zella, because she does this all the time. So I take my faja off. And I don't want them to know how disappointed I was, right? Oh, tingling. You're talking about, I have no feeling in these 2 fingers, Kiosha, and I have no feeling in these 2 fingers. And when that's going, they said it can take up to 18 months to get your feeling back. You also, you're using, look at my elbows are raw. If you can't, you might not be able to tell. Because, to move or readjust, I'm always on my elbows. Or on my hands, which makes it worse. So I'm sleeping on my arms. But anyway, so I take this faja off and I look at my stomach. And my words in my mind, even though I would not let them come out of my mouth because I didn't want them to know that that's what I was thinking. But I know you effing lying is exactly, baby. I know you effing lying. You ain't done took all of my money and this pain, and I can't even stand up, and my blood pressure in the 70s, and I don't know what's wrong. And this, I know you effing lying. So then I gotta, take some deep breaths and, try not to cry and listen to them motivating. And you need a team. I'm telling you, you need a team. And I know you effing lying. I never even told them. But my good sis, when she reached out to me the other day to check on me, and she was like, well, how you doing? How you feeling? I said, I'm fine. And she said, Trish, I know your stomach is not as flat as you want it to be already. And I'm like, well, damn. And I said, girl, And that's when I'm telling her, I was like, girl, when I seen it, I was like, I know you effing lying. And she was like, I know, because I've been there. And she was like, trust me. Just trust the process. Just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Keep wearing your 5. Keep getting your massages and eat healthy. Please don't think that you can just now all of a sudden start eating what you want to eat after you have this surgery, because it will come straight back. And from what I hear, it comes back in the weirdest places. So yeah, I've had a very, very good support team. But little by little, like every day, the swelling goes down. It takes, like I said, about 6 months for the swelling to go completely down. But just from that first reaction to, no, 6 months, you can work out in 3 months. I can go walking. I could be walking now, except for you got to have enough blood pressure. And today is the first day I've had a good blood pressure the entire time. I took it today. I was so happy. It was 117. Today is the first day I've been in the teens. I've been like in the 90s the entire time. So God has really been good to me. Thank y'all for them prayers. So as, you know, that gets better, then I'll be able to at least go and, you know, hit the track and start walking. But as far as working out, 3 months, LaShondra, before you can actually start working out. So imagine, I'm worried about that too. I'm like, dang, they're telling me to eat healthy, eat protein, and some good fat and no carbs. But now you want me to eat and but I can't get up and walk around because I ain't got no pressure. So I'm like, I'm gonna gain weight before I even like get for recovery. Now I was 10 pounds heavier. Crazy, right? I was 10 pounds heavier the day I walked out of surgery and hadn't ate a thing. Why? Because it's so, like, you don't understand the amount of fluids that I have on me right now. It's so much fluid. But as that goes down and you start to see, like, the results, like I'm in love. I am in love with my little boom boom, y'all. Love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. And to think that it's only going to get better. Yeah, I would do it again. And again, like I said, I've always known it was going to be a 2-part procedure for me because, like I said, my body was in bad shape. My body's in really, really bad shape from all the years of up and down it. And so I'll go back in August. At least it has to be at least August. So I got a cousin trip the first part of August. So sometime probably late August is when I'll schedule to go back and get the tummy tuck part, where they'll actually cut that bottom part off of my stomach and throw it in the trash. Slenderize me a little bit more in the waist, give me a little bit more liposuction, and they even do some muscle repair, pull it all together. So yeah, you gotta know all that. Now, there are some people who go, I don't know if anybody in the States does it at the same time. I know you can go out of the country and get your entire body done all at one time. Now, imagine if I would have done that, right? Y'all, I had a hard enough time recovering from just doing one at a time. So my advice to you would be slow and easy wins the race. I was a little bit upset before, like, dang, I wish I could have got it done all at one time. Now I'm so pleased and happy with the fact that for whatever reason my doctor said no. They also, each state has different laws, so do your research there too. Florida being very strict in that they will only take off no more than 4 liters, period. That's all you get, 4 liters in Florida. I know some states are 5, some are 8. Florida is 4 liters. That's it. And so that was another reason why he wouldn't do my arms or under my arms like I had paid for, because he said, I feel like we need to focus. I think you'll be more happy if we just focus on your belly and on your back area. And I'm glad he did. Because I actually have a small frame. If anybody knew my mom had a very small frame as well, and I have her frame. So I have, like, my natural structure is like a wide back. Like, I have a bodybuilder's back and slender in the waist. I mean, I had a butt when I was, like, in my 20s, I just disappeared with the yo-yo dieting. Like, the more weight I lost, my butt would just start to lose, and then it just never came back. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very pleased with my results. Summer is not. I didn't believe Tabu when he told me I wasn't gonna be ready for the summer. But according to the doctor, that is correct. You know, I'm on faja. You gotta wear your faja for 6 months. 6 months straight. You gotta wear your stage 2 faja. So when you see me, I will still be all compressed. But that helps with the getting the fluid off, and then also helps to continue helping with the elasticity of your skin and forming your little shape, your booty. So by the time I'm ready to show y'all everything, I'll be laying on the table again with round 2. So y'all just gonna have to see me in my clothes. What they call them, BBL sweatsuits. I put on my robe yesterday, honey. Put on my, you always sneak and when you ain't supposed to, when your family ain't looking, because you ain't supposed to take off your faja. Everybody sneaks and takes off their faja for a minute. And then I even put on a bathing suit today. Don't tell nobody I put on a bathing suit today. But I did, and it was so cute. And then I put my faja back on. But that's it. I hope that does anybody have any specific questions for me? A special shout out to my family members who bought me. I have a new love for beets. Beet juice, pickled beets have really, really helped me with this energy of mine and these red blood cells and whatever it is that I need to be getting up. They really have helped. So you know who you are, and I really thank you for all the natural organic juices that you brought me. Very, very thankful for Tabu and my girl. You know who you are. Just everybody, all my friends that have prayed, family members, y'all some praying people, baby. Y'all are some praying. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all prayed me out of stuff y'all don't even know that y'all prayed me out of. Oh my gosh. Hey, LaShonda. I got some praying. I got a praying circle, and I'm so grateful. Well, my auntie, I call my auntie, and she prayed for me. And first she started out with, "What you doing?" And my auntie's 80-something years old. She was like, "Well, what you doing?" And I told her what I was doing, and she was like, "What's wrong with the one you already got?" And I said, "Auntie, I just don't. I want another one. I want another one." And she said, "All right." And she started praying, and she said, "Lord, that's what she wants." And so, Lord, since that's what she wants, that's what I want you to give her. And Lord, I want you to heal her. And Lord, I want you to guide the surgeon's hands as you give her what she wants. That is the kind of people that you ask to pray for you, baby. The people who may not even understand, why you may want it, because they don't want it. But they still praying for you, and they praying for your safety. That's the kind of people I got praying for me, baby. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for praying for me as I am behaving. I am chilling out. Like I said, I am battling. Thank you, LaShonda. I am battling with this blood pressure over here, but like you said, I'm already healed. A few other things going on that I choose not to speak on right now as far as my health, but I receive healing in Jesus' name. God has been good to me, and I intend to continue to be good to him. Listen, tea tickets are coming. Tea tickets are coming very soon. March 1st is Friday. Get ready to go from tea to turn. All right? Got some big surprises. A lot of things. By his stripes, honey. Thank you, Latoria. I receive it. In Jesus' name. Hey, Latasha. But that's it. If anybody doesn't have, my husband just went and got me some, he's not a cooker. Anybody want to know what I want? Some real good food. Some healthy food. I don't want no fast food. So if y'all cook and it don't got a lot of sodium in it, Tay, they got my Tay right there. Look, he probably fussing right now. Get out the bed. Get out the bed. Yeah, I'm finna get out the bed and go walk for a minute. Food, healthy food is what I I don't want you to go find nothing extra. I'm just saying, if you know you live close to me and you cook some good healthy food like some greens, some green beans. Again, I don't eat like red meat or nothing like that, but chicken, I'm getting up. Some good baked chicken. Ah, baby, if you need me to come start you a bolus, honey, I needed you. I needed you so bad for that bolus. Hey, Megan, there go another nurse. Hey, nurse. But yeah, that's it. Food is what I need. I love some good collard, some cabbage. Dean, make me some cabbage. I would love to have some cabbage and baked chicken. I can't eat rice, like no rice, because rice carbs, inflammation, they swell you up. This stuff you don't be believing, believe it. Believe it. Stay away from carbohydrates. It swells you up, causes inflammation, makes your pain so much worse. Eat healthy, y'all. Be good to your bodies. Like Sheikah says, if you be good to your body, your temple will be good to you. So take care of it. Take care of it. I ain't going backwards. Ain't no way. I am not going backwards. It's only up from here. So that's it. We'll be back in the studio soon. And I guess that's it. If nobody has any particular specific questions about, and of course, you don't have to ask me here. I am happy to respond to your inboxes about questions, surgeon addresses. Hey, Mandy. Mandy, she gonna make me laugh. Now, I might as well go ahead and tell it. What nobody told me is the biggest part. Wait, anybody know what a mons pubis is? Look up mons pubis. MONS. And then PUBIS. You can probably figure out what that is from pubis. Baby, nobody told me that the fluid was going to get there and then just stop. It's like a balloon. Like, what is going on here? I feel like just taking a pin so all the fluid could just float out of there. Because how long this going to be? Last. You just got to go, hey, Janie Bell. But there could be worse things, right? There could be worse things. Like my blood pressure could still be 77 over, I think it was like 42 or something. I thank God for blood pressure. Cherish things like blood pressure. And my poor husband, he kept telling Shemaya, she took her blood pressure medicine. She took it with her. Give her some blood pressure medicine. So if he had been with me and I hadn't been looking and paying attention, y'all probably would have been dead. Because he was insistent that girl go in there and give me some losartan for my 77 blood pressure. Could you imagine what would have happened if I would have took some blood pressure medicine on top of a 77 blood pressure? But he meant well. He meant well. So yeah, find you a team. And Lakina, I will tell anybody every day that it was always you. You were the first person who told me, girl, get you a circle. And I was like, I don't want to be bothered with nobody. And she was like, girl, you better get you a circle. Somebody to keep you, so somebody that, to pray around you to keep them demons out. You better get you a circle. And so I have never forgotten you and always been very grateful for you. Telling me how important it is to not shut everybody out. I was like, dang, I had all these prayer warriors around me all this time. Just wasn't using them. Just wasn't using them. Girl, y'all better put them prayer warriors to work. That's what they're there for. I love you too, honey. That's what they are there for. I'm telling you, it was, if it had not been for my faith, I would not have been to even close my eyes and sleep at night. I would have been scared, but I wasn't even scared, even with my blood pressure. Oh, and you pee so much. Let me tell you how my poor baby, Shemaya, she's a nurse. I knew she was tired because she had been there, like watching over me every day, checking my blood pressure and making me drink water. On the day you get massages, you pee the most. Hey, JR. Thank you for checking on me, cousin. You pee the most. And so you pee all night long. And Shanavia, who packed my bag with everything in it, she gave me, it's a female urinal, right? My heart goes out to any female that has to use a urinal all the time, right? Because they are not, you can't just take yours and put it inside the bottle like men do, right? So she gave me this urinal, and I'm like, what is this big? I wish I had it. Like, Kristen was here to pat so I could show you. I'm like, what is this big, bulky? What? I'm not taking this. Is so ugly. So I get to the surgery center, and they have this cute little pink rectangle triangle. Oh, I was like, oh, how much is that? It was $12. Let me have that. That's cute. Because I need a cute urinal, right? Ain't nobody, it's going to be in the house in the bathroom, but I need a cute urinal. Something wrong with me. Anyway, I used that one time and pissed all over myself in the cute urinal. So that, I'm back to the big bulky urinal. But they still not, they still not easy to use. So imagine now, I already can't stand up, right? But I gotta pee. And Shemaya is sleeping. I don't want to wake my baby up because she's tired. So I gotta get up slow so my blood pressure don't drop too quick. The bathroom is right there by the bed. So I get up slow. I go and run. I gotta grab this urinal because you got this faja on. It's a onesie. And it's got a hole in the middle because you cannot take it apart every time to go pee. Every 30 minutes at nighttime. So now I got to rush because I got to get back in this bed before my blood pressure drops. Because I'm telling you, I can feel when the blood starts leaving my brain. Honey, I remember like by night number 3, I was just pissing everywhere. I was just peeing. Like the urinal was there. I pee all over my hands. I'm peeing all over my thigh. It's pissed all over the ground. I can't bend over to clean up the piss. I'm like grabbing pads to throw on top of it. And then when I go back in the bathroom in the next 10 minutes, I got to make sure I don't slip and fall on this piss or the pads that's pissy. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. But what I'm going to do? Die? What I'm going to do? Die? Because my blood pressure, I had enough time to pee and lay back down on that bed so my blood pressure could go back to my brain, right? It was disgusting. And I know Shemaya said one night, I said, Shemaya, did you ever? She was like, yeah, Ma, one night I just went in there and it was like, I can't do it. And she just threw it. She said, Ma, I just threw a towel down there and went and laid back in the bed too. Just pissy. Just piss everywhere. Just piss everywhere in these people's bathroom. But we made sure we left it nice. Hey, Sineavia, there go my nurse. We made sure we cleaned it up nice and good before we left. Cause and Sineavia, she was so thoughtful. Like she even packed a shower curtain. So I put the shower curtain, I took their sheets and stuff off the bed. Cause I don't care how much you think those pads are not gonna move. They're gonna move. So a couple times I did get some blood and stuff, and then she might have to go get some Tide Boost to spray the sheets down and go wash the sheets. Because, they'll charge you like $300 for one sheet. A urinalysis. Did I have a urinalysis? I had my labs done yesterday. If that's what you're talking about, Sineavia. What was you talking about? Anyway, yeah. It was disgusting, JR. It was disgusting. I was just like pissing. It was piss everywhere. Just pissing everywhere. And those days, like I'm saying, that you get the massages, you pee even more. So trying to drink water so you ain't totally depleted, but you peeing it right back out and you bleeding it right back out and it's weeping right back out. And then you up all night and you tired. I told you the CBD or the Delta 9 was very good for my pain. The urinal, yes, you missed this. I told the story about the cute little urinal I bought to replace the urinal that you gave me, which was trash. So I went back to your urinal, but still, like, I wish if I can't get up and show you, but it's still not the easiest thing in the world when you gotta pee. How you pee because Kristen, I want to show you because the top of the urinal, it moves. And so you got to get the urinal, the top of it flat down on your skin, but you got to get it through the hole first. And what I did learn is you can't try to act like you sitting down. You got to be standing up. So like I pee standing up now, y'all. No, cuz we laughing and about to throw up at the same time. The cute urinal. You is yeah, that's the truth. The cute urinal. You be just don't even buy that cute urinal. Get the one that Shanavia gave me, and I wish I could show it to you. But it's still. I'm telling you, like I feel like I should have glued the blue part, like the spout. It has a removable spout, and that moves. And Liz, I'm 50. Well, I keep saying I'm 49. Been fixing to be 49 years old, right? So my pee don't just hold like that. Like if I gotta pee, I gotta go. All right. It's no holding. So when I get to the toilet and I see the toilet, like it's about to start to flow. So I don't know. Maybe I should have been taking my urinal and having it, or I don't know. But it wasn't ready. It wasn't always ready. And yeah. So you just take a washcloth, and I had lots of the Cottonelle wipes, and I just wipe down the faja. Cause if Shemaya sleep, oh my OMG trip, I love you too, Cheryl. Yeah, they'll make me sit here and lie to you and tell you every time I pissed on that faja that I took a hell I have, but one. They had to wash it in between because I have so many fajas now. Shanavia gave me 2. Zella gave me 1. Well, I ain't so gay, but anyways, Shanavia got 2 from Shanavia, 1 from Zella. The surgery clinic got 2 from them. But and you always find this one that you like the best. And so the one that I like the best, when I took it off, Shemaya got to run and put it in a washing machine. And I can't fall asleep and sleep all night without one. So if I pissed in the faja, I just pissed in the faja. Okay? I'm going to wipe it off. It's latex. And I laid down before I passed out. And that's just it. So yes, it's also the very disgusting surgery, too. It was very disgusting. We ain't even going to talk about thank God, the other part. They don't have to happen that often because you do have to disrobe. The hole ain't big enough for that. You got to take it all off for that. And you can't sit on your butt. Right? You cannot sit on your butt. So it's an experience. It is an experience that I would do again. And I'm glad to have been able to afford myself the opportunity. God allowed it to happen and he brought me through it. Because I'm excited. I'm excited. Anyway, Shanavia's on here. If you having surgery and you need somebody in the Mobile area, she also travels with people. She will travel with you if the price is right to your surgery and be your nurse there. Don't you dare. Yeah, I'm not going to tell all that, JR. She will be your nurse. You need one. If you're not staying in a recovery house, I would argue you need somebody that's well knowledge diverse. And you can also pay a nurse to come and stay with you like if you get an Airbnb, you can pay somebody to come stay there with you like 8 hours during the day or the whole 24 hours, whatever. That all of that is available if you just do your research. But I just don't personally recommend that you go and not either stay in a recovery house or have somebody with you that has some medical knowledge, because I do not believe that I'm telling you, y'all would have found your girl laying in the floor somewhere if Shemaya hadn't have been here. Definitely don't ever try to don't tell the doctor you got somebody with you if you know you really don't. Don't be a fool and do no craziness like that. You need somebody there with you. I don't care how many people tell you. Yeah, some people do. Some people have no problems at all, but you don't know. You do not know if you are going to have some complications. And because you do not know, you got to be on the side of safety. And the side of safety is that you take somebody with you that knows something about, blood pressure. Take your blood pressure cuff. The doctor was like, how you know your blood pressure was 70? Because we took it. Well, why would I come out here without a blood pressure cuff? Actually, I did. I forgot mine in the car, so we bought a new one. Get your money right. We not only did we buy a blood pressure cuff, we had to buy groceries when we got out there, because you can't be. Shemaya was like, well, Mom, I thought we were just going to eat fast food every day. No, fast food is full of sodium and it's trash. I haven't ate McDonald's since I got my gallbladder out. So you got to eat right. So you got to have money to buy your groceries. And we bought towels. Like I bought some black towels because everything that was there was white. Everything. The whole Airbnb was white. So I bought black towels, and I bought took their comforters off the bed. I had my my dark colored blanket. So I had about, you have to make sure you got plenty of your water, your Gatorades. If you're going to rent a car, you got to have that. It is expensive. I'm not going to tell you. The surgery was not expensive. Well, for me, I didn't consider it to be expensive. But what you need to prepare for the surgery and the aftercare after the surgery is definitely. And so, and you definitely don't want to spend all that money and go backwards, right? And go backwards. So, yeah. Start eating healthy ahead of time so it just becomes a habit. You know, vitamins. I never took vitamins. So I just learned recently that a big pill, like a big vitamin, if you turn it the long way, instead of just throwing it in your mouth, turn it the long way, it just slides right on. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk? All you got to do is turn the vitamin the long way. Kelly, well, let me tell you something, baby girl. You have been my inspiration. You never know when you are inspiring somebody, but you have truly been an inspiration to me. When I started to feel down or I started to feel sorry for myself, and I reminded myself that I asked to be, this is something I did intentionally. And so you were definitely an inspiration to me. And then for anybody out there who doesn't know or does know, Madeline, send up some prayers for Maddie, please. Maddie is still another inspiration to me. Shamaya came home and I had been laying down. I had been laying down. She came home and I was walking around. She said, "Ma, you up walking?" I was like, "Yeah." I can't lay here. She was like, she was like, I can't lay here. I got to get up and pray for Maddie. I got to pray for Kelly. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't lay here and feel sorry for myself, because there's some people out here that I got to be praying for, because y'all pray for me, and I want to be able to return a favor. So what I won't do is, regardless of how bad I feel, is ever stop praying. And so, Kelly, I just want you to know that I love you and that I am praying for you, and I won't stop praying for you. And I can't wait to lay on the beach in Dubai with you one of these days. Hey, LaKendra, one of these days. So keep healing, girl. Keep healing. It's 8:20. I have really enjoyed y'all tonight. Hey, Tasha, I'm going to go ahead and get me some baked chicken and greens I think I got in there. I'm about to tear it up. So, yeah, anybody got some cabbages? I want me some cabbages. But please don't cook a lot of, please don't bring me no food with a lot of salt. It's not good for me. It's not good for me. So some healthy. Anybody got any? Just let me add my own salt. Okay? That is it. Make sure to get up. I'm getting ready to get up and move around right now, honey bunch. Right now, I'm gonna go in here, and move around. I can't move around fast, like I said, because my blood pressure is still kind of persnickety. I'm still the patient. I listen to that. I'm telling you, I held on to y'all's instructions the entire time, whether it was Table, telling me about being healthy, or my girl telling me to drink water, or Shanavia telling me stay off the sodium. I did listen. Hey, Sharina, my love. Anyway, hey, Damaris, Lance. I'm going to get on off of here and go get some of this food. Cabbage. I want some cabbage. I want some cabbage so bad. You know what would be good? Some cabbage and some turkey wings. Big A, I ain't gonna lie, I would tear one of your plates up right now if I could, but I can't, because you use that good seasoning, my friend. Big A used that. If y'all haven't already been over the Bandos over there in Mobile, that man know he got some good food. Check him out. But I can't do you right now, friend. Because you use that good seasoning. I can't have that. I gotta have that Mrs. Dash right now. Okay? Anyway. I'm going to pray just because I love to pray. I'm just going to pray because I love to pray. Father God, in the name of Jesus, God, I thank you once again for giving me an opportunity. I could not be here today to be able to podcast. even though it's not in you know, kind of what I'm used to. But I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for everybody who joined here tonight. Now, anybody that is on the fence or wavering, God give them the courage to do what they would like to do, and let them know that you'll keep them safe as long as they follow instructions, and that you got them. And I just thank you for having me, and I thank you for the circle and just the community of people who have poured love into me, and giving me the what's the word I'm looking for? The comfort to be able to accept all the love that they've been pouring into me. And that's it. Thank you. In Jesus' name. Thank you. I love y'all. God bless y'all.